Because if you go with a venue that is so expensive that you have nothing left. My people, please know your budget before you pick a venue. Thank you very much. Okay. Welcome, beautiful people, to another episode of Weducation by Dami Adiola. I want to say thank you to everyone who has commented, liked, subscribed, shared this video. I feel the love, and I hope you can feel my love through the screen as well. Now, for all new subscribers who do not know, my name is Dami Adiola, and I'm a wedding planner. I am the lead planner and owner of Celebration Events Management. We're a planning boutique firm in Ontario, Canada. However, we do destination as well. Wink, wink. Okay, so let's get straight to today's topic. Today's topic is on finding the right venue. Now, there's one thing that you really cannot skip on, and that is a venue. You do need a place to get married, right? You need a place for your family and your friends to come together to celebrate your love, celebrate your union. So even if it's in your home, in your backyard, it's still a venue. However, if you choose to have a actual venue or space where you want, it doesn't matter if it's like a banquet hall, a conference center, a barn, elegant ballroom, whatever it is, a cozy restaurant, a quiet stretch of beach, okay? Before you decide, my first tip is talk to a wedding planner. Yes, not because I'm a planner, okay, but because honestly, a professional planner is more familiar with the capabilities and the functionalities of any space, okay? And even the layout. And you've got to understand that the items that you will need, the time you will need for you to transform any space, if you're going with a creative venue, you have a theme, whatever it is, a planner will be able to tell you if that venue you're considering will work with your vision. Okay, and also all the things you need to think about that you're not aware of. Anyway, but you're lucky you're watching this video. I'll give you some tips. All right, so after you hire a planner, you need to make sure that you choose a venue that aligns with your wedding theme and your wedding vision. Now, if you're not sure about themes and all that, I have another video on types of wedding themes, so go watch that. Okay, after this, make sure you go and check it out. It has various themes there. Now, it might seem obvious that, oh yeah, of course, I would pick a venue that aligns with my theme. But trust me, if you're planning a modern or industrial glam wedding, yeah, you can go with like an art gallery or a well-designed restaurant or even a warehouse. But then on the flip side, if you are trying to have a wedding that has natural element, like an eco-friendly wedding or rustic wedding or an outdoor wedding, obviously you would have to pick a venue that follows that theme, right? So make sure that you choose a venue that fits within and enhances your theme, okay? Because this will enable your wedding to feel more you and more connected to the space and with the vision that you have. The next tip is know your guest count. Please listen, you've got to know how many people you want at your wedding. Really, before you find a venue, have a good idea, a good handle on how many people you want. Because trust me, you don't want the headaches and the heartaches that is attached to booking a venue. Imagine you booked a venue, it's beautiful, everything. They'll say, we're available on January 1, but we only have the small room that can sit 100 people. And you say, I want this venue. You book it. And then by the time you do all your guest lists, you send it out, you realize that 150 people have RSVP'd. You can't fit 150 people in 100 people capacity hall. So please find out. And if you're having a wedding where it's all the family, like the parents are involved, talk to them, have a conversation with them. Everybody has to agree. Okay, you bring 40 guests, 50 guests, 60 guests. No, have a good handle. And my personal tip for my clients is, if we know that we have 150 people wedding, we always go with a room that has the ability to grow. Okay, a room that can grow as your guest list grows. All right, thank you. The next tip is budgets. Remember your budget. Now, I do have a video on budgets, how to budget appropriately. So if you haven't seen it, go and check it out. All right. You have to know what exactly is your estimated cost. How much are you willing to spend? Because listen, if you go with a venue that has a hefty high price tag on food and you know that you cannot afford it, then you look at your plan B. Okay. You have to make sure that your budget for your design, your decor, all of that aligns with this venue that you're considering. Because if you go with a venue that is so expensive that you have nothing left. My people, please know your budget before you pick a venue. Thank you very much. Okay? Because listen, I have something to say. Whenever you pick a venue that is outside of your budget, it affects everything else. Everything else. So stay within I just want to reemphasize it. You understand? Stay within your budget. And if you're not sure, okay, what should I budget really? I'll just check online. I'll check the knot. I'll check wedding wire. That's cool. But this is where having a professional planner comes in, because they will be able to tell you what actually are the fees and the rates within where you live, your local area. So if you want to get married in, let's say, Toronto, okay? They will tell you that, okay, venues in Toronto are a little more pricey than a venue in, let's say, Muskoka, okay? That's not the case, but that's an example, all right? Okay. Another thing is, are you having out-of-town guests? You've got to make sure that you pick a venue that works well with that. Because if a lot of your guests are from out of town, you may want to consider a venue that has a hotel, or a hotel that has a banquet facility. So it's just convenient for them. They can stay there, they can come down. At the end of the night, they go back to the room. You know, you want to just think about your out of town guests. Or you get a beautiful venue that has a hotel in close proximity to the venue space. Okay, so it's very important to consider your guests whenever you're trying to select a venue. Thank you. Thank you. The next tip is you've got to think about what exactly is included in this venue that you're considering. Okay? Because some venues, they are full service, which means you can't bring any food, you can't bring any drinks. They will do all the service, they will do everything for you, they will price it out for you adequately. All you have to do is just show up. However, there are some venues where you bring your own table, you bring your own chair, you bring your own linen, you bring your own flour, you know. So you've got to figure out what is this, and that's okay. And some people, because if you want to have a traditional wedding where you want your own traditional meals, and the venue you absolutely love cannot make your meals, you might be able to work it out with them. But it's just important for you to know what is included and what is not included, because trust me, if you have considered your budget and you feel that, okay, this budget works within my, this venue works within my budget. However, you now need to rent all this linen, rent in all these special chairs. So let's say you want beautiful barn chairs, or you want Chavari chairs, and the venue does not have it. So you have to think about that. Also, is it in-house catering? Do they have in-house catering? Do they have their own liquor license, or will you have to bring in your own liquor? Is the tax and the gratuity included in the calculation that they have given to you? Because I live in Ontario, Canada. And in Ontario, our tax is 13% HST as of the time of filming this video, okay? Just in case it reduces tomorrow. Anyway, so what I tell my clients is, if your budget is, let's say, $10,000, right, for venue and food, then I say to them, it means that you've either got to reduce that cost by 13%, or you add another 3,000, because I tell them to add 30% on top of that to cover your HST, 13%, and to also cover your service charge and gratuity. All right? Okay. The next thing to consider is the logistics of the venue. So the venue that you're considering, is it able to fulfill your wedding dreams? So for example, if you're going to have a live band, does it have the enough amp, the capacity to carry, what a live band will require? If you want to have like hanging a cake, suspended cake, topsy-turvy cake, is there a ceiling? Does it have enough rigging to be able to hold that kind of vision? If you want to build all these structures, what is the height of the venue? So if you want to put in like custom built backdrops that is 20 feet high, and this venue only has 12 feet, Sorry, not 12 feet. No venue should have 12 feet. But if the venue is only 16 feet high, but what your structure is 20 feet, all of that you have to think into the logistics, okay? And again, you have to think about their, just from the vendor's point of view. Is this venue, does it have adequate parking? Does this venue have like a side door, a delivery door? Or would your caterer have to wheel in all the food through your guests? You know, so all that you've got to consider. Now, there's a lot still on venue. So I'm going to do a part 2 of this video and delve into what do you do when you've kind of streamlined your choices. So because I always advise, come up with like 5 venues, and so what do you do after that to be able to select your perfect venue? So watch out for that video. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you for watching weducation with Dami Adiola.